So I was playing Starfield, right? I kind of liked it, thought it was kind of fun. There was like something there that wasn't like jumping out at me as in like, this is what makes this game stand out and makes it special. I thought it was a good Bethesda game. I was like, I'm gonna play it probably a couple of times, but I really wasn't like into it as much as I think I hoped I would be. I mean, if you can't tell, I'm kind of a sucker for space things, and I've always been kind of a fan of Bethesda games. You mix those two together, it's a game that kind of by default I'm gonna like, as long as it's not, a broken mess. So I started playing it, and I'm like, I enjoy this. I enjoy exploring the planets, and even though the planets don't have a whole lot going on, it's still fun to explore them and see the different, creatures that are on there. And I think the mistake I made was I did a lot of side missions first. I really focused on the side missions, and I kind of put the main story to the side. I feel like that was a mistake because at first here, I'll tell you what. I won't spoil anything right away. If you happen to watch this and you're listening, I'll try to explain it for a little bit in a way that doesn't spoil anything, and I won't really show anything, just so when you see it, it's still kind of new. At a certain point, something happens that explains why New Game Plus is so cool and why it's different. It will kind of make everything make sense, and like you get to a point where you're like, oh, now I can't wait to finish the story and start up New Game Plus to see what's different, because now you know why it's different, and the explanation for why it's different is really cool. It's a really cool way of handling New Game Plus. And I was just, a lot of people might be like, oh, it's stupid. But personally, I thought it was pretty cool, and I like this. I like this idea, because every New Game Plus, in your mind, you know what it is. You know what I mean? You know what's happening. And that's really all I can say without spoiling anything. If you are kind of on the fence playing it, and you're like, man, it's not really picking up much, maybe just give it some time. Maybe just do the story for a little bit. You don't even have to finish it. Just get so far in, because it does open up. Maybe not so much in scale, but like in understanding. Like you really, it kind of clicks, and you're like, oh, I'm doing this because this, and now maybe I can't wait to do this to see what's different and new because of all these things I know now. So maybe just, if you're enjoying the game and you're just like, I don't know, maybe just keep going a little bit. Warning, spoilers coming. So basically what happens is, in the story, when you finally get to this point, the Starborn will end up killing, I think it's like the main, whoever you have as a companion at the time. So that person dies. You go to this place that's in space, and they get attacked there while you're still back at the lodge or somewhere. So you go there and you find for me it was Andrea. So, that happens. Everybody's mourning her and everything. But then eventually the lodge gets attacked, right? So the Starborn that attacks the lodge, you end up meeting them. There's two Starborns in front of you, and one of them shows their mask gone with Andrea's face there. I kind of thought it was just a projection, like they were just kind of messing with my head, but what happens is you find out, now I know this you might make your eyes roll, but there's a multiverse, right? I know, just hang in there. So what's happening, there's another her. From every different universe, there's a different you, there's a different this person. So what happens is she explains this to you, and they tell you what's happening, and the bad one is like, oh yeah, we've had this encounter many times. I've attacked the lodge many times, but usually you're the first one to die. In this version, you are the first version of yourself that survives and gets away. And he's really impressed by that. And I think it makes him curious as to what's so special about you. And then you find out that basically every New Game Plus is a different version of that instance of a different universe. Every time you start the game over in a New Game Plus, it's a different you in a different universe doing the same thing. But it reflects in the New Game Pluses, from what I understand. I haven't got this far yet, but from what I understand, when you start New Game Plus, some people, or maybe the Starborn or something, will recognize you, and they'll know that it's you, like a different you than the first time you played, and they'll acknowledge that, and different things can happen. And I've even heard, don't quote me on this, but I've heard that you might even be able to run into yourself in the lodge or something like that. Now, that could be totally wrong. Maybe I should look that up. Okay, yes. So apparently you do meet yourself, which I think is so cool. And other characters can like notice things, I guess, too. So every new game is a new universe of you doing basically the same thing, but it's kind of different because some people, I guess, are aware of what's happening. To me, I think that is so cool. It was such a cool, like, oh, I finally understand what's happening in this game. I finally see what they're going for. And it's a shame that it can take a while to get there. If you're like me and you start doing side quests, like, you might not see that. And like, the first time you actually get like a power, right? Like, you have to play for a while before you are even introduced to getting these powers. Somebody might not even get that far and realize that the game just keeps opening up and opening up and opening up. And I get it, it's an RPG. If everything was handed to you all at once, the fun of exploring and doing things wouldn't be as rewarding. For me, the reward is you keep playing and the game just keeps growing into this new thing, and you finally get an understanding of what's happening. And to me, it's super exciting. It took the game from me being like, I like it, to like, I love this game now, and I can't wait to see what New Game Plus is like, and I can't wait to see what New Game Plus is like, all the way up to, what's that one person? I think they did like New Game 33 or something like that. I get it now, though. I see why. Because you're curious, maybe there's something new every time you play, and there might be. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done it yet, but I'm really excited to do it now. If you are someone that's been playing this game and you're just like, I don't know if I'm feeling it, and you haven't got to this point yet, and you did watch the rest of this video, maybe that's enough to keep you playing. Because for me, it's enough to keep me definitely wanting to go back and finish it and see what happens. The one thing I wish that didn't happen so much, though, is that, like, if you want to be a pirate, or you just kind of want to do some butthole things, your goody good teammates will yell at you. Like, it's like you don't really, like, I don't want to be punished for having fun in the game, you know? That does kind of suck. I mean, if you don't mind your teammates being mad at you, you can kind of do whatever you want, within reason, I guess. I just wish they were a little more lenient sometimes. Because I always feel bad. I'm like, oh no, I upset everybody. I don't know, I just wanted to make this video, I guess, and just, because I'm excited, and I wanted to be like, holy crap, this thing happened, and it's exciting, and I need to talk about it. I could probably keep talking about this for a while, but I should probably shut up now. And if you did watch this video, I appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And maybe I'll see you around on the internet again someday.